I'm Tim Dickinson, and it's day 2 in jungle camp up the Zabalo River. We've spent 2 nights here. Before that, we spent 2 nights in the Kofan village up the main river. It's been interesting. This is the end of 2.5 months of solid journey and 3.5 months of total journey over the past 6 months. And this has pushed my limits just about as much as anything else. I told the group last night that I think last night was the first time in my life that I've slept more than 100 feet from a wheeled motorized vehicle. So I'm doing the deep plunge. I knew that I was going to learn stuff I didn't even know I came here to learn when the first morning after we stayed in town with Gordon HEMPTON, who's one of the co-leaders, he spent about 10 minutes with an orientation, and all he talked about was the way sound carries differently in the morning than it does in the afternoon in terms of temperature, in humid air versus dry air.
When we're down in the Amazon, you'll always be hearing for at least a mile whether or not you're listening to it. And also the important thing about listening is even though the auditory horizon, the distance that you can hear sound is your auditory horizon, but your listening horizon can be much, much further.
We've made comparisons that in some ways you'd think you were in a swamp in Louisiana. We haven't even had as many mosquitoes as they get in the Thousand Lakes area up in Minnesota. And so I think we've been pretty lucky, but we know we're in a rainforest because our first trip downriver was pelting rain that you couldn't look into. So I was glad that our driver was able to safely ferry us the multiple hours down the river. Well, I've caught 2 piranha so far, so it'd be fun to catch some more. It's been really nice being out in the canoes and fishing. That's kind of a passion of mine. There is a Zabalo fish, but given the river levels, we don't know that we're necessarily going to see those. It's just beautiful. We're sonically isolated, but I've gotten up a few mornings at Gordon's suggestion to listen and record to the dawn chorus. I haven't always gotten up early, but there's plenty of chorus going on all the time like there is right now. Well, you know, on my life journey, the fact is, whether you're in the jungle or back in the streets of Seattle, you don't know how many days you have left, so you might as well take advantage. Go for the things that you can. Get as much experience out of life as you can. That's why I'm here.